Right now, in this moment, there are more overweight people than healthy people. I want you to think about this. There are more overweight people than healthy people. It sounds crazy, but it's true. You can look it up. You can look it up online. There are more overweight people than healthy people. When, if you think about our ancestors and stuff, you think, oh, they had to hunt for food and, food was scarce. And maybe you ate once a day if you were lucky. Like if you were lucky, food was not to be taken for granted back then. You had to actually fight for your food. But now we have so much of it that there's more overweight people than healthy people. It just sounds crazy to me. And I want you to think about this for a second. It's crazy. It's just crazy. About 33% of the European population is obese. Not just overweight, obese. That's a BMI over 30. That is mad. That is crazy. And that's why I am here. I am here to help you guys because I have sort of gone through a journey of becoming more healthy, becoming fitter, So, my first tip for you is to set realistic goals. Most people, when they want to start doing fitness stuff, they just go on like, oh, I want to lose 10 pounds by next month. Like these people have never touched the weight. They've never done push-ups. They've never done anything. They've never done exercise. And now all of a sudden, they want to lose 10 pounds. That's not gonna be possible, my guy. Losing 10 pounds just like that is just not gonna happen. It would be much more beneficial for you to just start exercising, doing as much as you can. You can do one push-up. Maybe you can't even do one push-up. You can do, knee push-ups or wall push-ups, or you can do squats or sit-ups or whatever. And don't just do them with a goal in mind of like, oh, I want to lose 10 pounds. Because you know how it is. Anyone who's ever gone through a fitness journey knows that if, say you get on the scales every day, like one day you're at 100 kilos, okay? And you actually like take care of yourself, you eat less, you do exercise, and maybe tomorrow morning, you're going to be heavier. Because it just happens like that. Maybe the next day you're going to be even heavier. And the next day and the next day. And your goal just being, oh, I want to lose 10 pounds. I want to lose 10 pounds. You're going to be like, oh no, my goals. I'm doing something wrong. And then you're just going to lose your motivation and you're just going to stop. Most people are just going to stop. They don't have the discipline to carry on. They've lost the motivation. They don't have the discipline and they just quit. But maybe after those 3 days of just gaining weight, on the fourth day, you lose 3 kilograms. Maybe not that much, but you get what I'm saying. Like, first of all, the scales are very misleading. So don't just go by that. So instead of just going and be like, oh, I want to lose 10 pounds, just be like, for the next week, or for the next 3 days, or maybe even less than that, I'll just say, today, right now it's 5 p.m. or whatever. By tonight, by the time I go to bed, I want to complete a workout, a 10-minute workout, 5-minute, one push-up even. Just do something. You don't necessarily have to, like one day I'm on the couch eating Mountain Dew, drinking Mountain Dew, eating Doritos. and then the next day I'm gonna run a fucking marathon. My second tip for you is to find a routine that you love, because as I said earlier, don't just pick something and be like, yeah, tomorrow, fucking 3 days from now, I'm gonna be at this weight. You gotta go little by little. You gotta choose. I want to do push-ups or whatever. You try to do push-ups. You don't really like them. If your goal is to lose weight, that's fine. You don't really like them. Go for a run, for example. Maybe you don't like that. Try to go on a bike. Just try to find something that you like, you enjoy, and maybe you're gonna find the motivation to do it. Because if you just force yourself, oh, I want to do this, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do this. Every day you do something you don't want to do, and you just hate it. Like I hate doing push-ups, for example. And you just force yourself to do push-ups every day, you're gonna hate it. How many of you are actually gonna carry on with it even though you hate it? Not many. So you really have to find the routine you love and just stick by that. The moment you find something that you kind of enjoy, for example, it doesn't even have to be an exercise like running, swimming, bike, push-ups, pull-ups, all that stuff. It can be, you enjoy playing football. Then you just play football as much as you can. That's something you enjoy. That's good exercise, Just find something you like to do and just do it. There's bound to be something you enjoy doing. You can be 300 pounds, you can be fucking 500 pounds, There's got to be something you enjoy doing. The third thing I want to talk to you about is being mindful of what you eat and what you drink, for that matter. Say you found your favorite activity, you found your routine that you enjoy, and you set some pretty good goals, but you still have the bad eating habits. It might just all be in vain. If you do exercise, you improve your exercise, but you still eat crack, it's going to be all for nothing, right? So you have to, with the exercise, you find something you enjoy. You need to find food you enjoy that doesn't damage you. So, as we all know, but, we have to go over this. Try to eat as little processed food, chips, McDonald's, fast food, sodas, all that sort of stuff. Try to increase the amount of protein you eat. That could be eggs, protein powder, whatever. It could be meat, it could be some vegetables have a lot of protein. Another thing, the media has kind of brainwashed us to think, oh, fat is bad. Don't eat anything with fat. Oh, this product, it has low fat. Buy this product. The thing is, for example, let's take milk. You have whole milk, and then you have milk, low fat, skimmed milk or whatever you call it. It's like 3.5 and 1.5 milk. What they do is they take away the fat, right? Because they say, oh, fat is bad. And then, because the fat is actually the thing that gives milk and most foods in general, like if you take away the fat, it doesn't taste very good. So what they do is they put sugar in. Now, I don't know about you. I don't think sugar is very healthy, So just drink the fat milk, drink the whole milk, and don't be scared to, have food with fat in it, like fatty cheese, fatty meats, stuff like that. But then again, not processed fat, not saturated fats, So we said processed food, more protein. Don't be afraid of fat. Try to avoid carbs. If you don't know what carbs are, they're kind of like, bread, anything that's kind of like from grain, so like bread, flour, all that sort of stuff. Sugar, that's carbs. Try to avoid those. And my final advice, if you could follow this, if you still live with your parents, if your parents actually cook food and, you don't order or you don't just buy processed food. If your parents actually cook, just eat the food your parents make you or send you if you're in college. A cooked meal is never going to be worse than a processed meal. You know what I mean? My fourth tip for you is to focus on progress and not on perfection. Because, imagine you've been exercising for a while, maybe you just started out or whatever, and you have this mindset of, I'm here, and I want to go here, by tomorrow. Like I do, 5 push-ups, and tomorrow I want to do 6. And then, you do 5 today, and tomorrow you try to do 6, and you can't, and you just do 5 again. If you have this mindset of, I have to do it, you're just going to lose your motivation. You're going to feel less motivated, and you might stop exercising, That's a real possibility. So if you just focus on progress over time and not to be perfect, you don't have to make progress every day, but just think of progress as a thing that you have to do over a longer period of time. Maybe for 3 weeks, your the amount of push-ups you do stays the same, but maybe the next week after that you can do twice as many. My next tip is to try to make it as fun as possible. Try to make the fitness journey as fun as possible. Because if it's not fun, you're likely not going to want to do it for too long. So if you go to the gym, try to make friends at the gym. Try to bring some of your friends, if you've got any. Try to bring them to the gym. Work out together, talk about stuff, talk about your progress, talk about your workouts, your diet, and all that stuff. And if you work out at home, and you're alone, you can make it fun by playing music, playing videos in the background. Even though people say, "Oh, you need to be monk mode. You need to be focused. No phone, no nothing, no." Like, bro, not everyone is gonna be Superman, okay? Not everyone. You know what I mean? Some people are. A lot of people just need to start, and then progress and become fucking Superman, But our main goal right now is just to start and keep going and not stop, Just take a boulder, bring it up to the top of the hill and just let it go, and it's not gonna stop, But our main goal right now is to bring the boulder at the top of the hill. So just make it fun. If you're at the gym, make friends, blah, blah, blah. If you're at home, try to make it as fun as you can, Maybe you can play games with yourself. Be like, if I don't do 5 push-ups, I'm gay. Boom. And you have to do it now, because if you don't, you're gay. You have to do them. You have no choice. I used to do stupid challenges with myself. For example, I just went outside to play football. I just threw the ball on the roof, and then I had to run after it because it just fell off the roof in a random direction, and I had to run after it. And then I just, dribbled it for like 50 meters, 100 meters. And then I came back, shot it at a goal, and then I picked it up, threw it back on the roof, and I just did this a lot of times. And, it takes like 40 seconds, maybe like a minute in between every time I throw it or I shoot it at the goal. And in that time, I just make up random challenges for myself. And I'm just like, okay, if it's really stupid, really. If I don't score, I'm not gonna drink water for like 30 minutes or something, you know. And I was exhausted because I was just running around doing this for like an hour. So like, no water for you for 30 minutes. That's really stupid. Don't do that. But, you know, just challenge yourself. Try to make it as fun as possible. Play games, you know. And if you go to the gym, or if you have someone to work out with, maybe you have a brother, maybe you have cousins, my final tip for you guys is rest and recovery. If you didn't know, and this is not very covered by the media and by most people, the most important thing about exercising and just living a healthy lifestyle, you know, besides eating good food, exercising, all that, the most important thing is to rest and recover. Because, bro, imagine if you didn't know how working out works, how growing muscle works, you just work out, you know, and then your muscle, you know, maybe just imagine you just did you moved around a lot, you ran, and your legs burn. Why do your legs burn? Because the actual muscle fibers in your leg muscle are kind of torn a little bit. And that's the whole point. Because eventually they'll grow back, you know, they'll recover, and they're going to be stronger than before. You know? And that's pretty much the whole premise of exercising and bodybuilding, for example. You just work out, your muscles kind of deteriorate, and then they just grow back. But the way they grow back is that they need a lot of rest. Because if for example, you work out today, and then 5 minutes later, you work out again, and then again, and then again, your muscles aren't going to grow. If you work out 7 times a day, you're not going to grow any more than if you work out once a day, you know? And if you work out 7 times a day, you're probably going to build less muscle than if you do it once. Because your muscles just need time to rest. You know? It's not like the muscle growing or the, you know, fat burning goes on in the gym. It goes on mostly while you're sleeping. So my advice to you is to get as much sleep as you can. Everyone says, oh, you need 6 hours. Oh, no, you need 7 hours. Oh, 8 hours. No, dude, you need 10 hours. I say, get as much sleep as you can. You have to believe me when I say this. You literally cannot get enough sleep. When you think, oh, I've slept enough, I need to get up, you can sleep more. Just trust me, you can sleep more, and it's good for you. So once again, sleep as much as you can, and also don't overwork your muscles, because that's not going to do any good for you. That was a kind of long one. If there's anyone still listening to me right now, I just want to say I appreciate it. And now that you're here, I want to challenge you. You know, maybe if you've looked on my channel, you've seen I have these videos like I do 1 push-up every day, but every day I do 1 more. You know, so I did 1 on day 1, I did 1 push-up, day 2 I did 2, and so on. I just wanted to make a channel to help people with their journeys, because I kind of went through a fitness journey, self-improvement journey over the past 4 years almost, you know, ever since Corona hit. Ever since the global event, sorry, I don't want to say the word because YouTube doesn't like it. But yeah. And I just want to share my journey with people. You know, I just want to help other people. You know, I just imagine how many mistakes I could have avoided along the way if I just had someone like me to give out advice at the time. You know, just maybe there's a chance I just said something that you really needed to hear right now, and it might just help you. Why not? You know? After all, why not? Yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to say. So yeah, I was talking about that series I'm doing with the push-ups. I challenge each and every one of you that's listening, that's still listening right now, make your own channel, right? Make your own YouTube channel and just do it. Do that too. Because I wanted to make this YouTube channel, I was telling you earlier, but I'm autistic and I just forgot. I made this YouTube channel because I wanted to help people. But at first I was way too shy, scared to actually, do what I'm doing right now. So I just kind of had to like hype myself up. So I just did push-ups. I just came up with that idea. And I guess now I got enough confidence to actually do it. So yeah, I challenge each and every one of you, make your channel right now. We're going to start this global movement of dudes and girls, whatever. I don't discriminate, We're just going to do push-ups. We're going to improve ourselves. It's going to be fucking awesome. Right? But until then, I have to do my push-ups for the night and post that video. And yeah, remember, you only live once, so make the most of it. Bye.